going on, guys? Little Boy's Garage back. It's been a little bit. Got another car. Got a couple update videos I need to make too, but I wanted to get this video out first because this is actually a bigger step for me in this series. Sorry for the heater noise, but fucking bought a new car. As you can see, you guys probably can assume we bought a total Tesla for the channel, for me. This is a car that I've always kind of wanted. It's dirty, but overall not bad. It was in a front left collision here. But not too bad, everything's straight. Battery's unhooked, so I can't open the door, but we got the white interior. Sadly, the airbag did deploy on the steering wheel, and then the knee, just on the driver though, so I gotta take those out, get new ones. But they listed the car's run and drive. This is the thing about these auctions that are kind of getting really annoying. They say it's run and drive, but I mean, everything turns on, but the pyro fuse is blown, which supposedly, when I did my research, it cuts all power to the high voltage battery. So this thing does not drive. So yeah, they lied, pretty much. I ordered a pyro fuse. It's here. I gotta find it here because that's what we're gonna be replacing today. Yeah, just I don't know. The auctions are getting really annoying, so I don't know what is gonna happen with once we get this fixed and figured out. But I've held off on ordering all the parts for the body because I want to make sure it drives first, because I don't want to get screwed over and have all this money tied into it and it looks good but it doesn't fucking move. So, but yeah, once the 12-volt battery's hooked up and like the doors open and everything, like the screen turns on, everything works besides going into gear. And when I did research, it's, you know, the pyro fuse can cause that to not go into gear because it cuts the whole entire drive system pretty much from the big battery. But I don't know, this is all new to me, EV, electric. I've never had one before. I've always wanted one. It's a 2020 Tesla Model 3 long range. Sadly, it's not the performance, but beggars can't be choosers. What else about it? I mean, it's really dirty. I had tried hauling it to the charger I have in town, but to find out Tesla, you need a fucking adapter for like the off-brand chargers. So that's just dandy. But I met this guy that had an old Fiat that has a charger that goes into the Tesla. So he actually dropped his charger off for me to borrow until I get it figured out. And then I'll just order a new one. And the adapter so I can go to the fast chargers once it's working. But yeah, I'm gonna go over some stuff right now, get the battery back hooked up, try to get this pyro fuse replaced, and hopefully this car moves. And if it does, then we really got a good deal on it. If it doesn't, we have a lot of problems that I have no clue what to do with, but we'll have to research it. All right, so before I want to do that fuse, I did take out the steering wheel airbag. I just want to make some room, not cluttered in here. I need to get this knee one out. This seat belt is also ruined. It doesn't retract anymore, so I gotta get one of those. But I've read online that you can still drive this car, like get it moving without any of this working. I've seen people replace that pyro fuse and have all of the restraint system faults, and it still move. So that shouldn't give us any problem. To be honest, I don't know how that pyro fuse blew. If they said it was a run and drive, part of me believes that they did something to it in the lot, because they said the airbags were intact too, and that's obviously false from the get-go. But yeah, if you want to take out the Tesla's airbag in the steering wheel, I just took 2 flatheads, stick them in horizontally through those holes. There's one there and then one on the other side, and you'll pop. It's one of these 2 wires you hit. The wires is in just like a metal bar on each side, and it releases. Yeah, just gonna clear up some room up here, so that way when I do replace the pyro fuse. I just got some room up front. I did get the floor mats. I did a little clean, but this driver one looks dirty again already somehow, so I'm gonna clean that again. Try to go clean these floor mats, get those back in the car. That way we don't keep tracking stuff into the carpet. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly try to get this stuff out, and then we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so I have the driver, or the steering wheel one out and the knee one. No one really shows you how to take this off, but Tesla actually has on their website, the service website, really honestly good step-by-step information on how to disassemble certain things, which is actually kind of, I thought was surprising. To me, Tesla would be one of those companies that would be like, we're not gonna put anything out there so that way you have to come to us to fix it. But it's actually not that bad. So yeah, I just got that out just to kind of get some clutter out of my area when I'm like sitting in it. Next is gonna be taking this back panel off underneath the seat here. I gotta get these brackets off, and then you take a bunch of bolts off for this piece, this big silver, that thing's a whole cover. And I wanted to clarify this, obviously this is a little late, but when working on a fucking Tesla, especially with this voltage and everything in these batteries, you'll want to disconnect the high voltage. Even though my fuse is blown and it tells me that, just disconnect it. So first, before you would do this, you would want to disconnect the 12 volt underneath the frunk, and then you take this rear seat off, which there's videos out there how to take the rear seat off. Very simple. There's like right here, I think, and then on that other side there's like a little slide piece that you'll go to the driver's side, pull it or push that way on both sides, lift the seat up, and then I think it's just this connector, and then there's one over there as well. With that, then this, you take off this foam piece, and this is connected to here, and this is for the high voltage battery. So you'll want to disconnect that before you do anything, especially airbag. But yeah, so I got that disconnected. I got my 12 volt disconnected completely. I got these airbags out to kind of just make my OCD feel better when I'm working on it. Alrighty guys, so that last clip was a couple days ago. I had to actually order a tool, so I thought I'd wait, but I had to find my gloves. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. So, oops. All of these bolts are little 5-point, it's probably not going to focus, but this is a 5.10 mil. I had to specifically order a 6-point wouldn't fit on it or anything like that. So, knowing me, I was just like, well, I might need it again one day, so I ordered one. I'm trying to put this light in here. But I got them all loose. I'm gonna put some gloves on. This is where everyone on videos that I've watched says to be the most careful. Once you take this cover off, you want to wear gloves, insulate your tools, or have insulated tools, but I'm just gonna throw electrical tape. I've seen a bunch of people do that around like the socket head for once we get this cover off where the fuse is. Alrighty guys, now got that cover off. This is where you guys are going to want to be careful. And obviously I know this is not just an install video, but can't stress it enough. I don't even know what the hell I'm fucking doing, so I've watched a couple of videos. So the pyro fuse that we're replacing is right there. People usually have like a little tool they put in there to like separate the tool, and if like the bolt were to fall out, it won't like fall down or anything. I think I'm just gonna be really careful, start to screw it out and then take the rest out with my fingers. But you just don't want to arc or supposedly anything with this system, otherwise that'll just be a really fun day for you. With how cold it is, maybe it would be great, but yeah, we're just gonna take those off. Looks to be, I think if I remember correctly, that was like 15 mil, but I'm gonna get those bolts out and get this fuse out. Alright guys, got a little bit of electrical tape on there. You guys probably can't see it, but just a little bit. Alright, so here's the old one. I'm kind of mad now because looking at this new one, I mean, they're the same. If I paid $50 for this fuse, Jesus, if it would focus. Because they said it was a Tesla fuse. Supposedly, though, I'm pretty sure all Tesla fuses, like the Pyro fuse, has the logo on it. This one doesn't. We're still gonna throw it in anyways. I do know, I've read online that these ones still work. Like after, I guess that's aftermarket. I don't know if that is or not necessarily. I hope not for the freaking $50. I suppose you can text or call Tesla and it's like 15 or 20 at the dealership. So I overpaid already from the get-go. But I've heard the aftermarket ones work too just fine. It's just sometimes they go out faster than the old Tesla ones. But yeah, we're gonna throw this in and then I think we're gonna at least put the cover back on and plug the car back in and then see, for one, if it charges, because it won't charge, or it like just says stop charging, and then also seeing if it will go into gear. Cross our fingers. Alrighty guys, got that fuse back in. So I watched a couple of videos and people say there's like a specific way it's got to go on. There's only one way that fuse can go on. It's actually very simple. I just put it in, but the sticker faces the driver doors, if that helps you, I guess. But like I said, there's only one way to put it on. If you had it the other way, I don't think it would actually go on. So you will notice too when replacing this, once that fuse makes the connection, I had a spark out of this bolt area. It's like a tiny, tiny, tiny spark, nothing crazy. Not gonna, well, I don't know if it would kill you, but it's not bright, nothing like that. I've read online that that's normal, so got that plugged in. Gonna put this cover back on for just safety reasons, I think. Alrighty guys, plug back in the high voltage plug, nothing happened. We're gonna plug in the 12 volt here. Get some video proof in case something happens. Not like someone's gonna get it out there anyways, even if I did. I'm probably overreacting. But I've never worked on one of these cars, so I don't know what I'm doing. God, this is hard doing one hand. Okay, that's all plugged back. Oh my God. Ugh. I keep forgetting the key inside my house because this stupid card. I keep forgetting. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna grab my key, see if this thing works. Guys, we got the key. I see the screen's turned on. Put the key there. What should we start first? Let's start with the charging. Is it open? It is. All right. Hold on. It's cold out here. Let's plug this thing in. Hold on. I gotta put this down. Celebration dance, motherfuckers. All right. That's one problem actually working now. That wasn't charging before. It's charging now. Thanks. I forgot his name. I feel so bad now. I met a guy at the charging station. He gave me this Fiat charger because it's the same plug, or I have the adapter. That's fucking awesome. I like seeing that. Ugh. Obviously, it's not going to charge fast, but better than nothing. So, while we're sitting here, actually, what we should do, I think we should try to see if it'll go into gear. Unplug this. Oops. There you go. I don't know if you can drive it in. Let's go. Okay, well, hey, it went into gear. It went into gear, bro. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Front, okay. So we just got the front safety restraints. That's all we have left. And then air pressure, obviously. That's fucking awesome, guys. That is fucking awesome. See if reverse works. Here, I want to see if it'll actually roll. We're already a lot farther now though, because we got the damn, oh, I can't put my seatbelt on, I forgot. Oh, oh, what the fuck was that? Oh my god. That had to have been the front CV. This front CV is shot. It wanted to move. Oh yeah, dude, that thing just twisted. Holy shit. That is fucking awesome. So in the last clip, I honestly don't even remember what I was doing, but I got some more parts in the mail, so I know I said we were gonna do just the tie rod, but we're actually, since we're gonna be in that area, my CV axle did show up, so as long as it's the same and like works, we'll just do that in this video too, with CV axle. But yeah, we got a bunch of parts that actually showed up. I had to get both of these. I couldn't find just one, so I got both. But they're pretty cheap. That's that little frame rail piece up there that's like all busted up. Got my headlight here. This was used. The only blemish is right here. There's a scratch, but got a good deal on that. Obviously the tie rod. Got my fender liner for that wheel. Got my tires and a CV axle on the back side of that. But I'm gonna jack up the car, get all the wheels off, because I want to try to bring these to the shop tomorrow or so to get those put on, or get these ones taken off and the new tires put on. Because technically we should be able to drive it once that CV axle is put in, the tie rod, and the tires are mounted. Technically, even without a bumper or fender, we could at least, should be able to just test it in the driveway, or at least even in the shop. But so yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick, get this car up on jack stands, figure out where the jack points are, take all the wheels off and go from there, and then we're just gonna work on the tie rod and the CV axle. You know, I guess that's one pro to a car that's newer, at least newish in Minnesota. Parts come off pretty easy. So that's off. Now I don't know how these come out, but I'm gonna figure it out here, and then get that piece out, and then try to mimic this length to the new one, to hope to God I don't need as bad of an alignment. Like, at least it's not too bad, at least then, hopefully. But I don't know, this thing could be all just janked from the impact, but we'll find out. Alrighty guys, so here's the new tie rod, here's the old one. Obviously that one's broken. Measured off this nut about to the end of the threads, and it's about like 5/8 of an inch. So we got this about 5/8 of an inch as well. They're pretty similar. I mean, once you do a tie rod, I mean, when you're doing it by hand and everything, there's nothing you can do to really make it perfect without a professional, I guess. But this should be close enough to at least, you know, drive it straight-ish, I guess. But we're gonna toss this back in, get that back onto the knuckle, and then we should be good for there. And then I gotta go get a tool. I don't have a big enough socket to get the CV axle nut off, so I'm gonna do that. And then, yeah, we should be able to replace the CV axle. Alrighty guys, so got the nut off. Gonna take the brake caliper off, take the rotor, whatever off, and then I should be able to pop this off. And I guess I shouldn't have tightened this, but I gotta take this back out quick, so that's fine. And this should be able to pop back this way, and I should be able to get this CV axle out, and hopefully I can get the new one in pretty easily. Took the fender liner out too to make it a little easier to see, but yeah, you just take off these lines or whatever. But yeah, we're just gonna get all this taken off and we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, that was, I didn't even record any of the CV axle. It was actually kind of a pain in the ass to get out. If you look it up online, you'll see how to get it out and obviously put a new one in. But my new one pulled out with the knuckle and it was just being a pain. Got that all situated and figured out. So I got tie rods done and the CV axle is all replaced. So this is now all good. That'll be the end of this video. I'm gonna sorry guys. I'm gonna start another video. We're gonna get this front bumper off and stuff like that. So see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is the first part of the Tesla series. I'm gonna try to make some more videos with it. There's still a decent amount of work to do to it, so there will be a few more videos. But until then, keep it low, boys.